Section 2, Center Court for our Lady Gladiators Varsity Cheerleading Squad.
It's playing? Okay.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. Here at South Allegheny High School, again, a Class 3A first-round matchup between the top-seeded Gladiators and the number 17 Ligonier Valley Rams. SA with a 38-15 lead here at halftime, a 15-7 advantage in that second quarter of play. And right now, Antonio Epps leading the way for SA with 15 points. Bryce Epps with 8 for the Gladiators, 7 for Omar Faulkner. And of those points that SA scored in that second quarter, Antonio Epps with 8 of them, 2 for Bryce Epps, and then West DeGiorgio with a key layup with 1:23 to go, and then a three-pointer in the final minute. Jacob Hollick with 2 of Ligonier Valley's 7 points in the frame, and Isaac Niebelson with 5 of his 7 points here in this one. Again, I am Mon Valley Independent Assistant Sports Editor Jose Negron, joined by Naz Victoria. We apologize for some of the technical difficulties that we have had this evening. Hopefully we can continue on with no more issues here as we enjoy halftime before getting ready for the second half of this one.
Well, that was a relatively foul-free first half, especially on South Allegheny side. They turned Ligonier Valley over a lot and got a lot of easy buckets. You had Omar Faulkner back there protecting the bucket as well. He has, I think, 3 blocks to this point in time, a couple steals. Like you said, Antonio Epps came out and really put a job on him in the first half with 15 points.
Yeah, and Epps, of course, the senior leader of this group, a guy that has a 1,000-point scorer who, will really be the leader of this group coming into the playoffs, and will try to lead SA to the promised land once again, as they were able to make it into the WPIAL semis last year, learned a lot from that experience, and now looking to take it to another level as a top seed in the Class 3A bracket. And we mentioned the three-headed monster of Antonio Epps, Bryce Epps, and Omar Faulkner. In that second quarter, West DeGiorgio got in on the action as well.
Yeah, he knocked down 5 points in the second quarter. But the big three, they have all but 8 of these 38 points. So they have a heck of a game going so far between them.
That big three of SA has really led them all season long en route to a 10-1 record in section play during the regular season. Of course, 14-4 overall coming into this one. We talked about how these two teams are pretty familiar with one another, having played twice during the regular season, and SA knew exactly what they had to do in order to get out to a large lead early on, and they can kind of continue that into the second quarter as well.
Yeah, so during the technical difficulties in the pregame especially, we tried telling you a little bit about these teams. South Allegheny is the number 1 seed. They do have 4 losses, but their 4 losses are to a 5A Mars. They're on the number 2 seed in 4A to Lincoln Park in overtime. The number 1 seed in 2A with Olsh, and their first section loss in a couple of years to that Shady Side Academy team who garnered the number 3 seed in AAA,
Right.
And that's a really, really good team.
Yeah, and I think the most impressive fact was the fact that they only lost to Mars by 2, and then they only lost to Lincoln Park by 2, and I believe the Lincoln Park loss was in overtime.
Yes, exactly.
So,
exactly.
This is a team that has come in battle-tested. They've played a really tough schedule of non-section games, and you mentioned the Shady Side Academy team that is no slouch in that section as well. So this is an SA team that knows how to win. They've learned how to play in some really tough games, some big games, and I think that's prepared them for the bright lights of playoff basketball.
Well, they're 4 victories out of section play, They beat 5A Section 3 McKeesport, who is a very good athletic team. They beat them early, too, when McKeesport was still playing very well. They beat a 5A Section 1 TJ, who had an unfortunate loss yesterday late in that game. They lost to Greater Latrobe. They have a win against 2A number 1 Springdale, who was also unfortunate, and the coronavirus took them out of the playoffs. But before they got taken out of the playoffs, they were the number 4 seed.
Right.
And they beat AAA conference foe Washington early in the season, who is also a number 4 seed.
Right.
So their wins have come against quality opponents.
Right. And I think it says a lot about the teams that they've lost to, and maybe that says even more about the teams in non-section play than the ones that they were able to defeat out of section. But SA has come quite a way to this point in the season as the number 1 seed, again battling for an opportunity to play in the quarterfinals. They'll either get number 8, well, if they hold on for this one, they'll either get number 8 Brentwood or number 9 Seton LaSalle. Ligonier Valley trails by 23 points here going into the second half.
I'm going to make a prediction, Jose.
Okay.
South Allegheny is going to hold on to the lead and win this ball game.
Okay. Bold prediction there, Nels.
Yeah, I made a couple of them so far this month.
We'll take a second here to thank some of our MVI Live sponsors here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Again, I'm Mon Valley Independent Assistant Sports Editor Jose Negron, joined by Naz Victoria for this one. Although insurance does not always cover wellness and preventative care, Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness offers very affordable wellness programs and packages to improve your body's overall wellness and performance. Their programs are top-notch in improving overall health and wellness and athletic performance for all ages. Go see Valley native Dr. Emilio Gallus and his staff for all of your physical therapy and sports injury treatment needs. Visit them on the web at www.eliteptw.com or arrange a consultation at 638 Ross Draver Road in Bell Vernon. Are you looking for a solid start to your daily routine? Look no further than the newly opened Camel Coffee Company in Washington Township, Bell Vernon. Camel Coffee Company is open daily from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., featuring Intelligentsia coffee and other custom-made and community-brewed coffee. You can also add a pastry and sandwiches to your daily routine as well. Camel Coffee Company offers free Wi-Fi and is locally owned and operated. Check them out along Route 201, directly across from the Washington Township Fire Department. If you have recently bought a home or refinanced your current home, have you considered changing your homeowner's insurance? The Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency offers great rates and excellent customer service. Give them a call at 724-292-8066 or visit the office at 214 West Main Street in Monongahela. The Michael Williamson Farmers Insurance Agency is proud to sponsor MVI Live and Mon Valley Athletics. Do you need something done around your house, especially when it comes to your HVAC system? Look no further than The Working Man. Give Chuck Murlock a call for your HVAC and plumbing needs. But that's not all The Working Man does. Electrical, framing, drywall, excavation, water, and fire restoration. You name it, he can likely do it. An authorized Lennox carrier dealer, The Working Man also offers apprenticeship programs and can provide excavating, help you with insurance claims, and now features whole house air cleaners to help kill viruses. Call The Working Man at 724-557-2028 for all of your HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and building needs.
Well, South Allegheny is one of 2 teams we have playing here in AAA. Charleroi is playing Beaver Falls tonight as well, and we have another number 1 seed in 4A playing at Bell Vernon, and a number 7 seed in 4A in Elizabeth Forward playing against Deer Lakes this evening. We'll try to get you some scores when we get updated by some of our partners that are working those games.
A lot of local matchups, and yesterday had quite a few Mon Valley schools fall. But we do have still a good amount remaining here in the WPIAL playoffs.
2 surprises yesterday, I guess, would be TJ losing at home to Greater Latrobe. I didn't expect that at all. And Fraser losing at home to Chartiers Houston.
Fort Cherry,
I'm sorry. Out that way, yeah. Fort Cherry beat them the first game of the season, and I thought that Frazier has really improved.
Yeah.
Luke Santo, he played injured yesterday. That might have had something to do with him not being able to put his normal double-digit scoring on the board. But we do still have some teams here.
And starting with the number 1 seed South Allegheny Gladiators, who hold a 38-15 lead as we get ready for the second half of play here at South Allegheny High School. Again, thank you for tuning in to the Trib Live High School Sports Network for continued coverage of the WPIAL basketball playoffs. Ready for the second half of play here. Ligonier Valley with possession to start things out. Matt Marinchak with the ball. Tries to get it over into the hands of Nathan Smith. SA with the rebound on the miss. And the Gladiators go the other way. Bryce Epps into the corner to Hines. Hines back to Epps.
I'm really surprised that he didn't take that shot right there.
Yeah, he had an open look there, but looking to make something else happen. Antonio Epps in the corner, gets to Ethan Kirkwood. Kirkwood for 3, no good. SA has hit quite a few three-pointers here tonight. We know they're a good three-point shooting team. As the pass there by Jacob Hollick goes out of bounds, goes back to the Gladiators.
Kirkwood's the only starter that has not gone into the scoring column yet for South Allegheny.
Kirkwood is on the floor, as are the other 4 starters for SA, and there's going to be a foul called, an illegal pick on Omar Faulkner. Ligonier Valley will take over. We have played about a minute here in the third quarter. SA still a 38-15 lead as we went scoreless in that first minute. Marinchak to the basket, and he is fouled. And Marinchak will head to the free throw line. We mentioned that Marinchak, a 6'2" junior guard, had 30 points in the win over Brownsville. He was shut out in the first half of this one. Makes the first. He had 17 points the last time these two teams faced off against each other last month. Score update, McKeesport girls with a 23-21 lead over Oakland Catholic at halftime. Marinchak goes 2 for 2 from the line to make it 38-17. First points of this second half. Ashley Chase is covering that one, the home of the Tigers. Faulkner jumper off the glass and in.
He didn't call that, though. I don't know if we should count that. So I got an update from Bell Vernon. That's another block for Omar Faulkner. Bell Vernon is beating. Oh, nice play there.
Dunk there by Omar Faulkner.
That's what you were looking for in the first half,
That is
huh?
exactly what we were looking for in the first half on an alley-oop. 11 points now for Faulkner as he makes it 42-17. Ligonier Valley looking for an answer. That 3 ball is good. As Dylan Rhodes hits from long distance.
They counted it. Bryce Epps going to the foul line for a traditional three-point play. That's his 4th.
Epps makes it a 24-point game with the bucket. Look to complete the 3-point play. He's now in double figures here tonight.
So back to that Bell Vernon Freeport game. I have a score of 50-26 Bell Vernon.
The Leopards rolling here in the first round. Of course, they are the number 1 seed in the Class 4A bracket. As there's another turnover by Ligonier Valley. Antonio Epps now with it. He gets it out to Dylan Hines, gets it to Kirkwood. Kirkwood looking inside to Faulkner. He got it to him, struggled with it for a little bit and got it back to Kirkwood. 45-20 lead for South Allegheny. 5:20 to go. Dylan Hines, corner three. Good. Hines' first point since early in the first quarter. 48-20 in favor of SA. Inside, another block by Faulkner. So he gets the block on Miles Higgins.
He's the guy you want underneath the hoop if you have a basketball team.
He's the ultimate big man. Corner three by Marinchak, no good. Faulkner, an easy rebound. Gets it up quickly to Kirkwood. Kirkwood on the fast break. And a foul called on Marinchak. Marinchak not going to let Kirkwood get anything easy. I'll send him to the line instead.
Chance for Ethan Kirkwood to get his first point of the night. There it is.
Sinks the first. On for Ligonier Valley, number 22, Wesley Smeichel, and number 35, Jude Grzinski.
One more point. If he can knock his free throw down, it's going to be a running clock. It's a running clock.
First 2 points of the night for Kirkwood. It is a 30-point game. Running clock now in effect. Not even midway through the third quarter.
I don't know why they just stopped it. There it goes.
They did have it running and then stopped it again, but now Ligonier Valley will take possession. Full court pressure by SA.
Well, that's going to help you out. You'll be able to enjoy a King Burger in a little while.
Yeah, we'll have a nice sandwich from Foster House 2 in Washington Township, El Vernon. Did we mention that they have pizza by the slice and pizza burgers Friday, Saturday, Sunday? They do. So go get your pizza burger.
I think they gave that to Omar for standing in his way.
Foul on Faulkner. Nebelson will go to the free throw line. 4:12 to go in the third quarter. This is the first.
Well, we'll be back here on Monday.
At this point, it's really all about can SA just hold on to this significant advantage, and who will they be playing on Monday? Bucket there by Antonio Epps. 52-20 SA. 17 points for Antonio Epps here tonight. Needleson inside, no good. Rebounded there. Ligonier Valley now looking to respond. Jumper no good. Needleson inside. Gets the putback.
Seems that South Allegheny is very cognizant of the fouls, and they're just going to let them score layups. They have a big enough lead. They don't have to really worry about it.
Antonio Epps now with it. Gets it over to his brother Bryce. Bryce kicks it to the corner. Dylan Hines for three. No good. Rebounded there by Jacob Hollick, and now here come the Rams with speed. You don't see many fast break opportunities against the South Allegheny team. Team with a lot of height and a team with a lot of speed. As here comes Epps here on the fast break. He has Hines there with him. Gets it into the hands of Hines. Then back to Antonio Epps, who will get it back to reset.
They're counting.
Epps to Hines again in the corner. Gets it over to Bryce Epps. And they call a jump ball there.
That's going to
go back to Ligonier Valley.
Yeah.
Aiden Sloss and West DeGiorgio will come in for Faulkner and Kirkwood.
I think that's their Sioux Boys' first break of the evening. Coach Senza pretty much went with his main rotation all the way through with 7. Kept his big 3 in there until The 234 point here in the third.
I think that's maybe going to be a strategy throughout this playoff run. Just let your big three do their thing, and you know that you have so much depth that you can rely on, especially late in the game, to hold on to a lead. Shot there by Insloss doesn't fall. Now Matt Marinchek, defended heavily by Antonio Epps, tries to get it inside to the corner for three, no good. Needleson follows up his miss with a rebound, goes off his hands and out of bounds, so it'll go back to the Gladiators.
I'll make a prediction that somewhere around the midpoint of the fourth quarter, Coach Sensa is going to empty his bench.
Yeah, he does have some talented young players who have gotten some playing time in some of their more lopsided losses during the regular season. You may see Justin Beatty and Michael Mikowski in the fourth quarter.
Michael Mahalski?
Mahalski, yeah.
I got a lecture about that.
Well, you are a summer league coach, so you should know.
I think everybody makes that same mistake, so.
52-22, South Allegheny leads with a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. A running clock with a 30-point lead for SA. Dylan Hines steps in front of the pass from Ligonier Valley, and he's able to convert.
Nice steal and layup by Dylan Hines. He anticipated that well, saw it coming.
8 points for Hines, 54-22 SA. As we reach the 1 minute mark here in the third. Nice block there by Aiden Sloss.
Aiden Sloss getting in on the block party.
Might have to put that on that t-shirt for SA, the block party with
Right.
Aiden Sloss and Omar Faulkner. T-shirt idea.
Yeah. They have some other guys that block shots as well. If I'm not mistaken,
Foul on the floor on DeGiorgio.
if I'm not mistaken, Dylan Hines has a block this game so far too.
Clock's still running, so we're reaching the 32nd to go. That was only DeGiorgio's first foul of the night. Three ball by Liebelson is good. 54-25.
Needleson's having the big game for Ligonier Valley so far. He has 12 of their 25 points.
Sloss a jumper, no good at the buzzer. And at the end of three quarters, it is all South Allegheny. 54-25. After 24 minutes of play, you're watching the Trib Live High School Sports Network. I am Mon Valley Independent Assistant Sports Editor Jose Negron for this one. Matchup of the number 1 seed in Class 3A and the number 17 seed in Ligonier Valley.
There's a reason they're the number 1 seed.
There is a reason that this SA team is the number 1 seed, and they've proved it all season long. Playing, as we said earlier, a tough non-section schedule, and obviously a very competitive section as well. And looking at the 3A bracket, who do you kind of like, Naz, as maybe putting up the biggest fight in South Allegheny's quest for a WPIAL championship?
Shady Side Academy in the championship game.
We talked on the Valley Sports Guys podcast last Sunday about how we kind of all agreed that was the consensus that SA would be meeting Shady Side in the title game for a rematch.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched Shady Side play probably 4 times this season. They look really good. I was there for them beating South Allegheny at Shady Side Academy. What's going on here?
I want them to start over here.
Okay.
Never heard that before.
No.
Let's start over.
And let's leave the clock. Oh, they put it back up.
Put it back, yep.
We lost 3 seconds of our life.
We are now ready for the beginning of the fourth quarter here. South Allegheny leading 54-25. A quick turnover there. Antonio Epps on the other end of the floor, and he converts and draws the foul.
That's his first bucket of the second half.
Epps knocks down the free throw for the three-point play. Now 20 points for Antonio Epps here tonight after that three-point play. A timeout here by Ligonier Valley with 7:35 to go here in the fourth quarter.
They build better athletes who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. To learn more, visit UPNC.
3 players in double figures for SA here tonight. Antonio Epps leading the way with 20, 11 apiece for Bryce Epps and Omar Faulkner. 12 points for Isaac Niebelson, who has led the way for Ligonier Valley, the 6'3" senior forward. Still a running clock here in the fourth quarter as SA with a 32-point lead, 57-25.
I must have given Bryce 2 of Antonio's points.
They kind of, you can just combine them into one with points. You gotta start the inbound over again, I guess. Heard the whistle right before they were ready to inbound, and now we're ready to go. Hines with the interception on the pass, can't convert, and that's going to go off the hands of Bryce Epps and out of bounds. So turnover doesn't hurt the Rams there.
No, but South Allegheny has to convert those, even though it's now a meaningless bucket. I mean, they just got to practice making sure that they finish.
Goes off the foot of Omar Faulkner and out of bounds.
These starters have to look at the rest of their time as practice. They're not taking the press off. That's one thing they're
Now
not
they're
doing.
continuing to press here, even with a running clock here in the fourth quarter and a 32-point lead. Into the hands of Marinchak. Marinchak guarded by Antonio Epps. Epps gets a hand in his face. Marinchak 3 doesn't fall. Niebelson gets it out. 3 ball there. Doesn't fall for Hollick. But the putback is good. Isaac Niebelson once again getting in on the offensive action for Ligonier Valley. Now Ligonier Valley the other way. Marinchak for 3 doesn't fall. Rebounded by Antonio Epps. And the bucket is good.
Brother to brother. They've done that a few times. Another turnover for Ligonier Valley.
13 points for Bryce Epps here tonight. He and his older brother have combined for 33. You throw Omar Faulkner in there, the other member of this big 3 for South Allegheny, and he has 11. He has not scored, though, since early in that third quarter.
Dylan Hines has 8 as well.
Westa Giorgio had 5 late in the first half. Kirkwood for 3. No good. Marinchak with the rebound, pushes it up court. Niebelson fighting the defense, but another block by Faulkner. Now on the fast break, here's Bryce Epps. Epps for 2, no good. Hines got a piece of it, gets it into the hands of Epps. Kicks it out to Kirkwood for 3, good. Ethan Kirkwood from long distance. He has 5 points and is 62-27 SA after Gladiators timeout, a full timeout here. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. SA continues to run away with this one.
Yeah, we're looking for the subs to start pouring in here now. This ball game is pretty much over.
Kind of what we have expected. We've seen from South Allegheny really all season, and we knew it was going to have to be a perfect effort for Ligonier Valley to come in here and pull off a monumental upset as the number 17 seed against the top seeded Gladiators.
Well, with this year's format, the way this is going, where teams have to go to the other team's home court to play playoff games. It's going to be really difficult for anybody to come into the South Allegheny gym and win a game.
Yeah. SA going to get home games as long as they keep winning as the number 1 seed, and that's a good thing about being a top seed or even a number 2 seed. I mean, as a number 2 seed, you're going to get home games on your side of the bracket the entire way through.
We only have 2 more possibilities at home games. So,
and potentially maybe championship games will end up at the Pete once again. We'll see with the capacity limits.
They might put Final Four there. I don't know that.
Well, the championship games have always been at the Pete.
Right.
Semi games haven't, but hopefully these kids will get the opportunity to head back there. I know it's a tough decision for WPIAL to make, but hopefully we could see championship teams get the opportunity to play on Pitt's home court, the Peterson Event Center. Bryce Epps kicks it out to DeGiorgio. DeGiorgio for 3. Rattles home.
Now he has 8 as well.
Everybody pitching in for South Allegheny here tonight. Another turnover by Ligonier Valley. SA going to go up. Antonio Epps feeds it to Sloss for 2.
That's Sloss's first bucket of the night.
67-27, 40-point game. Jumper there, no good. Antonio Epps, the defensive board. Feeds it up to Sloss. Sloss for another 2.
That's Sloss's second bucket of the night.
Two in a row for Aiden Sloss.
You know, it really doesn't matter if he's scoring or not. He still comes in and does a lot for the team. Yeah,
Aiden Sloss really came up big at the beginning of the season, especially as here we bring in the subs for SA at 3:42 mark in the fourth quarter. And the South Allegheny faithful with a nice round of applause for these Gladiators.
We got Deshaun Carter, Michael Mahalski, and Akel Carrington into the ball game. Michael Mahalski with the ball right now.
DeGiorgio and Sloss remain in the game. I think Coach Tony DiCenzo will keep those guys in, get them some more time as Mahalski converts on a floater.
So the freshman gets a playoff bucket.
First playoff experience for Mahalski, and he gets himself on the score sheet. 71-27. As here come a couple subs for Ligonier Valley. We got number 0, Anderson Hartchuck, and number 34, James Pleskovich. Three ball there is good for Niebelson.
He's having a huge game for them.
He has been phenomenal for Ligonier Valley here tonight. 17 of their 30 points. Made some big buckets for Ligonier Valley, even with a lopsided score. Getting to see some of these future Gladiators, these guys who are going to likely step into some starting roles within the next couple of years, as there's another bucket for Niebelson. 19 points for him. Makes it 71-32.
Well, that's good for Niebelson. This is his final game, senior. Putting on a performance. Good for him.
Inside is Sloss once again with 124.
What just happened here?
And SA wanted SA going to bring in some more subs. 6 points for Aiden Sloss here in the fourth quarter. 73-32.
Our mission and hope is
They got an advertisement in at the scorer's table. Nice pass.
Inside, no good. Out of bounds on SA. Will stay Ligonier Valley ball. Just over a minute to go.
There's Shane Rudberg in the ball game.
In the fourth quarter. There's Needleson again.
He's coming out.
A nice little
his teammates are
ovation.
giving him a hug. That's great. That's fantastic.
Nice little ovation for Isaac Needleson. 21 points. Phenomenal game for him in his final high school game. A nice standing ovation.
He's the only senior on this
from
team.
the fans in attendance, showing respect for what he's been able to do for this Ligonier Valley team. 21 points out of the 34 for Ligonier Valley. He exits this one as SA looking to finish it off. Floater is good by Raphael Smith. Ligonier Valley looking for another bucket is good. It makes it 75-36. SA going to hold on to it, and that's going to do it. The South Allegheny Gladiators, the top seed in Class 3A, with a 75-36 win over number 17 Ligonier Valley. And the Gladiators will wait to see who they face in the 3A quarterfinals. Either number 8 Brentwood or number 9 Seton LaSalle. A big win for the Gladiators here on their home court in their playoff opener. 20 points from Antonio Epps, 13 points from Bryce Epps, 11 from Omar Faulkner. And on the other side, Isaac Needleson with a 21-point performance to lead the way for Ligonier Valley. We'll wait and see where the other top seed goes in South Allegheny on Monday in the quarterfinals. Thank you again for listening in to the Trib Live High School Sports Network. For Naz Victoria, I'm Mon Valley Independent Assistant Sports Editor Jose Negron. Good night, everybody.